Hi, we are Group 3, and our topic for this presentation is pedestrianization. The author of the article we use is Ina Balbino, who is a landscape architect from the Philippines. This article explains about the effects of pedestrianization has on other factors. Pedestrianization means designing urban cities for people who walk, ride a bicycle, and use public transportation, and not for people who use their private cars. From now on, we're gonna talk about what may change or what pedestrianization has an effect on by looking at the causal loop diagram we made. By looking at the diagram, we can see how things may affect other factors, which doesn't seem to have any connections.
Our group chose to explain pedestrianization and the benefits. Starting with noise pollution, that has a negative relationship with pedestrian comfort. As noise pollution goes up, pedestrian comfort may go down, and as noise pollution goes down, pedestrian comfort may go up. Pedestrian comfort also has a negative relationship with the desire to drive. As pedestrian comfort goes up, the desire to drive may go down, and vice versa. The desire to drive has a positive relationship with car volume. As desire to drive goes up, car volume goes up. As desire to drive goes down, car volume may go down. Car volume also has a positive relationship with noise pollution, as if car volume goes up, noise pollution may go up. As car volume goes down, noise pollution may decrease. There are both reinforcing and balancing loops present in these loops. Moving on, car volume also has a positive relationship with fossil fuel consumption. As car volume goes up, fossil fuel consumption goes up. As car volume goes down, fossil fuel consumption would go down. Fossil fuel consumption also has a positive relationship with air pollution. If fossil fuel consumption goes up, air pollution will increase. As fossil fuel consumption goes down, air pollution will decrease. Air pollution also has a negative relationship with pedestrian comfort. As air pollution goes down, pedestrian comfort may increase. As air pollution goes up, pedestrian comfort may decrease. Car volume also has a positive relationship with the demand for new roads. As car volume goes up, the demand for new roads goes up. As car volume goes down, the demand for new roads goes down. Fossil fuel consumption also has a positive relationship with greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. As fossil fuel consumption goes up, greenhouse gases in the atmosphere will go up. As fossil fuel consumption goes down, greenhouse gases in the atmosphere will go down.
Road traffic congestion is going to have a direct relationship with increasing the demand for more roads, which will directly increase road space. And when road space increases, it's going to lower road congestion. And that's a balancing loop. On the other hand, you have pedestrian space. When that increases, it's going to lower road spaces. And when road spaces go up, it's going to lower pedestrian spaces. Finally, once you increase road space, it's going to directly increase the amount of urban sprawl that you have in an area.
I will be talking about the balancing loop right here and the other parts that affect this balancing loop. So, when someone plants a tree and or creates some green space, it will increase the number. There will be more trees and plants, which is vegetation. So ultimately there will be many more trees and plants. And then that will result in carbon sequestration, where trees and plants absorb carbon dioxide, it will pull away carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and it absorbs CO2, and that's carbon sequestration. So more trees and plants, there will be more carbon sequestration from the atmosphere going on, which will then lead to reducing the mass of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. And so when there's more greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, there will be more carbon sequestration going on. But when there's less greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, of course, at the same time, trees will absorb less carbon dioxide. So there is this plus and minus balancing loop. And more greenhouse gas in the atmosphere will lead to greater greenhouse effect, which is not going to lead to a good result. It can be a real concern. So that is it from my part.
Now I'm going to talk about this section of the diagram. When vegetation increases, there is going to be more shade and evaporation, which will decrease urban heat island effect. Urban heat island effect is an effect which urban areas get much warmer and hotter than the surrounding rural areas, which due to high concentration of buildings and less coverage by vegetation. And this will increase current outdoor temperature and widen thermal comfort gap, which will negatively impact pedestrians' comfort. On the other hand, when outdoor temperature gets more comfortable, it can narrow down thermal comfort gap and create more comfort for pedestrians.